That's what they do.
That's why they're gonna win the whole thing.
But
you said I'm gonna go ahead and say it.
I'm gonna go with Red Mo. I'm gonna go with Red Mo.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. They're gonna win the whole thing. Hey, if you're gonna put money on one of these two teams, you're gonna put some money down. Which one you gonna put on, Shot?
I'll put my money down at the front door, pay for it to watch a good game. Right there. I'm just saying it.
This ain't where you go.
All right, we're back at it with the gold side of the blue and gold division. I'm here with Big Toe, Doug Shockley. I'm Josh Hume, and we're going to break down the gold side of things. First up, we have Bolivar and Camdenton. Bolivar is 4-2. Camdenton is 5-1. Camdenton has the 8 seed in the tournament. Who do you got, Toe?
I want to start off with that Bolivar squad. I was able to see them at the Willard Classic. This is one area I like to bring up, right? When we get in these bigger arenas, shots don't fall. And that first game against Glendale, man, they probably was like 1 from 20 from the field. It was a rough start. But obviously after that, they only got one more loss and 4 wins. So look like they may be playing a little bit better. I haven't. Obviously that Cayman team is really, really far. But I know they always normally have some good athleticism. I just take the favorite. I'm going to go Camdenton. I haven't seen them in person, so I'll take the favorite.
Who you got, Shock? What you got?
I got to go with Robbie, man.
Yep.
Like, I got to go with Robbie. Mm-hmm. Like, I noticed that this probably might be the first year he's never been ranked in the blue and gold.
Yeah, facts.
And Camdenton got a nice little young guard that I seen a couple years ago. That's real nice, floor general. But, I feel like Bolivar with Robbie there and his coaching style and, blue and gold, they live for that. Like, there's something you look for every year to make a statement.
I hear you.
Yep.
Early game. That's a long ride for Camdenton, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's 20 minutes from Lebanon.
They wouldn't stay overnight.
all the way to all the way to Springfield for a 9:30 game.
Yeah, that's
rolling in off that McDonald's breakfast. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Bolivar 30 minutes away, and they always do this every year.
And they used to that. They used to that. This, that arena. So, y'all got Bolivar. I wouldn't be surprised. I've only seen Bolivar one game, and they didn't shoot it well. So, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised though.
Lebanon, Nixa. Lebanon is 1-5. Nixa 3-0 at this point. I got the 1 seed. Do you guys have any reason to believe that Nixa wouldn't move on?
Just keep this one short.
Nixa.
No disrespect, Lebanon.
Nixa. All right. Noah Thornhill been shooting the ball very well though.
Yeah,
for Lebanon.
But Nixa, you got all them football guys back. You got Knight. You got Combs, you got what's the brothers? The wide receivers.
God dog.
You got the brothers.
See, and y'all know I know y'all well. It's the lights and cameras. Kevon and Randy. Kevon and Randy Flint.
The Flint brothers.
Yeah.
Like that.
Which you gotta keep going, my bad.
They go full court. So even if Lebanon had a secret weapon that come out and do something. Like them Flint brothers, like forget offense. Like I go lock up, play D. Like I'm gonna do what I gotta do to win.
Later in the bracket, though, we talk about Fairgrove too. These Nixa boys coming off state too.
Mm-hmm.
They only a couple weeks in to playing basketball. That we'll talk about that later. It may affect later in the bracket. We'll see.
Reed Springs Greenwood. Next up, Reed Springs is 3-2. Greenwood with the 5 seed is 5-2 at this time. Greenwood, they got the Missouri State commit Colin Clark. Who do you have in this one, Shock?
It's Colin's home, man. He gonna show up. It's Greenwood, blue and gold. Like they gonna show up.
No, because Colin's gonna be in the building, looking real close, ain't he?
He should be. If not, Colin gonna make sure he make a statement.
Yeah, yeah. I pulled up Reed Springs games. I want to see who they played, and Mount Vernon handled them well. Just to even consider an upset in this one, but I'm not. It's going to be Greenwood. Colin's going to come out and play well. Logan's going to play well. And this is the factor of I talk about guys don't normally get to shoot in that arena. Those guys are always in that arena shooting. So they're going to be – that's second home for them.
Next up, Miller Stratford. Stratford is the ranked team at the 4 seed. They're 6-0. Miller coming in unranked at 5-1. This could potentially be interesting.
Nah, you remember what Cody Boyce did first round last year, Blue and Gold?
Have you been following Owen Weiss?
Y'all would have to tell me more about Miller. I'm not gonna lie.
Nice guard, man. Yep.
Senior?
I think he's just a junior, but he's been having a good year so far, and I think they have a few other pieces. Don't know if they'll have anybody that can match up with Rip on the inside with
that's what I think
at Stratford.
About too. Yeah.
You know, Rip, man, like 6'7", real lengthy. Yep, you
runs
get
the
above the rim
really well.
And then you got Voicey. You know, Voicey.
I'm rocking with Stratford.
You
get the upset.
Make me a selling point for Miller.
Yeah, tell me.
Because I haven't. This is a team I haven't seen.
Are they prepared for the Blue and Gold? Have they been here before? Like, have they ever been on the stage that big?
I never seen Miller.
And it's Stratford. You know, Stratford's tough. I mean, they're going to be it'll be tough. You know, Stratford will probably edge that out. I don't remember, man. I really don't.
So even like that, like if they're that tough, they have success on the constellation side.
Yeah. But yeah, we go on Stratford. Cody, I'm excited to see Cody. And you my guy. You know Cody, you my guy. I want to see him come out of his shell a little bit. Like I want to see him make noise and say, "Hey, don't forget about me in this class. I'm one of the best guys in this class too."
But he did that last year in Blue Gold, remember?
Yeah,
he came out and had like so many threes or something.
Yeah, he did early on, and then I remember in that semi. I want to say it was against Republic. One of them, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. One of them games he didn't play real well. But just overall, you know, I just want to. He plays well. I'm not saying he doesn't play well, but I want to see like that. I think it's another level he can get to.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. And he might be holding back. I seen him younger on in 7th, 8th grade. And
yeah.
He used to not hold back.
Calm, collected, you know.
You know when he comes out, though?
What's that?
In the next round against Greenwood.
For sure.
Yeah, we'll talk about that, though. Marshfield, West Plains. Marshfield is 1-6. West Plains is the ranked or the seeded team. They got the 7th seed. West Plains is 2-5. So you got a 1-6 versus a 2-5.
I don't know too much about either one of them.
I just know Marshall is really struggling with the loss of Tegan, going to prep school.
Yeah.
So yeah, West Plains. I haven't seen West Plains, but Marshall has been struggling a lot without him. So it'll be West Plains for me.
Yeah, West Plains, I believe so as well. Clever Republic. Clever's been playing decent or better than they have in the years past. They got a good start to the year, 3-1. Republic 5-0, got the 2 seed. Hagewood has been killing it.
And nobody talks about Republic, but they know about them right now as far as this season.
Yeah. Obviously, like we said, we ain't got to stay on too long. We'll talk about them more, but got Republic over Clever.
Okay. Mountain Grove Willard. This one has potential to be real interesting. Mountain Grove comes in 3-5. Willard, the 6th seed, at 3-2.
Mm-hmm.
Shock, what are you thinking here?
Man, a couple years ago I said Mountain Grove because I had a couple of guys I knew out there, and they was about 2-3 year span they was running the Blue and Gold. But I think J.J. Addison is going to come to Blue and Gold and try to make some noise that first round. So I'm going to go with Willard.
Go with Willard.
So I had the chance to see, I want to say it's Sam Peterson. Mm-hmm. I saw Sam Peterson. He knocked down some big time shots. They fell short against Seymour, but then I went over to the Willard Classic, and saw my boy Nehemiah Kelly surprised me a lot. He's a flight kid that I've seen before, but he got a nice touch from the outside. As a big, but they got some good pieces over there, Willard. I don't think they fall short in this one. I think they handle business with this one.
Okay. Well, I would pull for Mountain Grove. I'm a big fan of their community. Got lots of people over that way I love and care for. Whenever Grove, they fell short a few games because Brody Emery hurt his hand, and I think he broke his thumb or something, but he had been wearing a cast on it. And in the Stratford tournament, that's the first time that he had been playing at all this year, I think. So anyway, he got I think he's cleared to play, and that could play a role in it. But I don't know if it's going to be enough to to overcome Willard.
Man,
being a big
these
school.
6'10s has been interesting. This another one I wouldn't be surprised if Willard kind of comes out taking them lightly and Mount Grove have a really good game. I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, Mountain
They
Grove,
live for
they're
that. Yeah.
hard nosed. They're going to
live
get
for
up
that.
in you.
For sure.
I'm sure I haven't seen Willard, but I would assume they're similar.
They got
So-
the Hutchinson brothers over there.
Hudson brothers, they
like,
they got some guys
yeah,
too that
they-
can light it
they-
up. But like I just say, I wouldn't be surprised to check my phone and see Mountain Grove win this game, just off the fact of Willard kind of came in underestimating them. But can't think of my coach name, but he gonna have them ready to play. So I gotta have Willard in this one.
J.J. Adamson.
Yeah, he gonna have
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
Coach JJ gonna have him ready to play.
Okay. Next up, last one on this side would be Ava.
No
and
question.
Hartville. What? What do you mean?
Question, man. You know Harvard, man.
Hold on.
Hartville.
Ava is 2-0 or 2-2. Hartville, the 3 seed, 6-0.
Harville making a run is blue and gold. They live for this. Harville, man.
Probably the main reason the shot clock is not on. No disrespect though.
Harville will take a team that scores 80 and have them score 30 the whole game.
It is
They
impressive
prepare
watching
for
them do what they do, man.
Hey, Hartville, they got a good crew coming back and just fresh off a state chip.
Lost one senior.
Cryer and Culver,
Oh, yeah.
and then the little guard. Can't think of his name off the top of my head, but some key pieces. But Boone Garrison,
Boom,
he stepped
boom.
in and filled the role when Logan Simpson, whenever he got hurt last year, and filled that role pretty good and ended up winning a chip. So, I mean, like you said, they could go pretty deep in this thing. So we definitely have Hartville moving on past Ava. Although you can't look past Ava just for the fact of Isaac Dalton. Isaac Dalton, smooth lefty, play inside out. Also, you got some shooters around him that can knock some shots down, and then they also got a big inside that has really done a good job to where Isaac can come out and play on the perimeter a little bit more. Hate to look past them, but I do think that Hartville will probably pull this one out. So we got Hartville moving on. Let's go to the losing side of the gold division. Back up top, we had Camdenton falling short to Bolivar and Lebanon falling short to Nixa. Who will win between Camdenton and Lebanon?
The Highway 5 rival.
Yeah.
The facts.
Man, that's bad for me. I'm going to go, I don't know.
You got lots of love
Man, I
over
got
in the
this-
Lebanon
listen,
area.
man.
I know you don't have to vote on this one. How about
Listen,
that? Because I know you got people over that way.
Lebanon's like a second home to me. Like, I done built Lebanon, like, for years. Like, I remember back in 2017 or 18, Quentin Shelton's senior year, I did with that group. It was in 8th grade, won the city champ. Then I went in conference the senior year. Moved away, came back, kind of rebuilt again. Last year they had some success, but they lost a lot of seniors. They got Noah Thornhill, Kenneth's cousin. He can shoot just as well as his cousin. But I haven't seen him play this year, but I don't think the chemistry is there like the Camdenton is at the moment. Now, I could be wrong, but
So you have any issues with Camden moving on?
I don't know. I just hate it. Got to be for 9:30 for both of them.
Mm.
That's like you said. Hopefully they stay at a hotel, but that's an early game if they are driving back and forth. But yeah, I got Camdenton.
Okay. Next up, we got Reed, Springs, and Miller. We have Reed falling short to Greenwood and Miller falling short to Stratford. Reed, Springs, Miller. I got lots of people that I care for over the Reed Springs way as well. But Miller's little guard, Bowen
who's
Weiss,
the
is
head
a
coach at
problem
Reed?
for
AK?
teams. Huh?
Who's the head coach at Reed Springs?
I think so.
Third year. I
Head
haven't seen
coach
either
is
one of
Austin
them.
Kendrick. Yeah.
Yeah, AK. Yeah. I haven't seen their program. Miller seems like they're starting out pretty good. I know they got a lot of hype coming to something they never been to.
Reed's got some young
But
players.
I'm gonna
come in.
go with AK. Like I know him back in the days. I know he loves the game. He coached under Cornish and a bunch of other great coaches while his time at Parkview. So I'm pretty sure he got a game plan, and I'm gonna go Reed Springs.
I may go Miller, just for the fact of the Seymour connection.
Yeah, absolutely.
Owen Weiss, his dad Brandon was at Seymour for a few
Absolutely.
years, and it's my hometown, so like I'm gonna go with Miller on this one.
Looking at Miller's schedule, win over Marionville, win over Purdy, lost a tough one to Norwood by 9. Win over Verona.
Number 1 in state.
No,
Yeah.
Norwood's
know that.
number 1 in state.
Yeah.
Right
Sorry,
now.
Miller. I didn't know y'all haven't played
No, I'm
Norwood
saying
like that.
I wanted to look at their schedule. I would be okay with Miller taking this one.
All right, well.
I'd be okay with that.
In that Norwood game, like you could make a case if Stratford wasn't 6-0. I mean, you could
Yeah.
probably say that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
Yeah.
you'd have a case that hey, they.
For sure.
Anyway, moving on. Marshfield Clever. We have Marshfield losing to West Plains. Clever losing to Republic. I'm rolling with Clever on this one.
I just gotta go. I think the loss to Teagan is that might be,
Right.
and then how soon how close to the season they lost them. They were probably already practicing with him, setting certain things up.
Could have just took all the energy out of the whole
Yeah,
program.
and just kind of
Never
just
know.
like, man, So, I do hope they figure it out at some point in this year, but I don't think it'll be next week. So I got Clever.
Yeah, for sure. Shock, you got anything different?
No, I'm going to go with Clever. I ain't need to see neither one, but I know that loss to Marshall was huge. They just felt they got to maybe get past Blue and go and get to the conference and start getting some chemistry maybe.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Mountain Grove and Ava. We have Mountain Grove losing to Willard in the first round. Ava losing to Hartville in the first round. Ava Grove.
I go with Dalton, man. I go with Ava.
Ava?
I go with Ava.
Give me a second. I like to look at where them losses came from.
Sometimes the losses
'Cause
don't
I do-
matter, though. Any given
Nah,
night.
sometimes they
Any
don't.
given
Any given
night.
night.
That's where it
Sometimes
can
they
get
don't.
kind of strange. Because
Especially for this.
especially for the Blue and Gold.
Because it's like a one and done type thing. So.
Yeah.
Ava, I think they played for third in the Stratford tournament, and Mountain Grove, I think they lost the 5th place game.
Yeah, they lost to Willow Springs and Seymour. Everything in me want to say Ava, but I'm gonna go Mountain Grove.
I said Ava. What you say? I'm rocking with Dalton. I'm going with Ava. You got to go. I know,
Man,
I
Isaac's
know
my
you got
guy,
too.
too.
Much skin in the game, man. You got too much.
Got kids in both those communities.
Mountain Grove with the win over Connect.
Kennett, yeah, that was a good win.
Off on the boot hill.
Yep.
Hartville kind of ran them off the floor. Greenwood kind of ran them off the floor. And Stratford they got 3 bad losses in a row. So everything I want to say Ava bad here. I'm not mad at you with that shot, but yeah.
But you say 3 losses in a row going into this tournament.
And then that'll be enough fourth one.
If they
some
lost
good
to
teams.
Willard,
Yeah.
They need
Two.
to win.
And they probably gonna lose.
are they going to be deflated
They,
coming this game right here
They're
with
gonna
the
be
Ava?
because they're gonna lose to Mansfield. Mountain Grove's gonna lose to Mansfield, then they lose to Willard. So in our eyes, right now, we talking about that'll be a 6-game losing streak. Mountain Grove will be on,
Tough. That'd be tough.
Yeah, they do
and now
win.
you in the consolation bracket.
They got something to play for. They do have something to play for. At that point, they got a lot to play for.
If their guards will apply the pressure that they can and be physical, it could be Isaac Dalton's probably the best player on the floor between the two teams. But if you put the other 4 against the other 4, then Grove's probably going to edge them out because they're more aggressive.
I hear you.
So Isaac, can you show up, man? That's the question. Can you pull like 30, 35? Man, that could be a difference maker.
I'm gonna go Grove. I just feel like they got the better surrounding pieces than Ava. I feel like Ava does have the better player on the floor, but I think Mountain Grove got the better surrounding team. That's just my opinion, from what I've seen.
Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah. So we'll go with Grove then. I love you people from Ava. I love y'all.
I chose Ava, so I'm rocking with you.
Oh man.
Yeah, Isaac's our cousin too.
Man,
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, we'll leave that one alone. On the loser side in the consolation, Camdenton Miller at the top of things. Who do you got, Camdenton or Miller?
look at that Camdenton schedule too.
Man, I'm gonna go with Camdenton.
I'm going Miller again.
I think that's why I say I want to go with Miller again, but because Miller's playing well.
Yeah.
5-1, they only be 5-2 at that point. 6-2 going into that game.
Yeah. But Camdenton's 5-1 going into this thing too.
Yeah, I hear that.
That's going to be a game. Should be a game.
Who we talking about?
Camdenton Miller.
Camdenton.
Let me pull up that schedule. I got Camdenton. I got Camdenton.
Miller. Who you got, Shock?
I already said, man, I got Camdenton.
Okay. All right. You guys outvote me 2-1.
Got Camdenton, yeah.
All right. Clever Mountain Grove.
I'm out Mount Grove.
Mount Grove.
Yeah. Size-wise, I think they're going to outsize them, out physical.
That's if they beat Ava.
That's if they beat Ava, yeah. And
Yeah,
even
Mount
then,
Grove.
I still got Ava over Clever.
Yeah.
If they beat Ava, that's how they're going to do it.
Yeah.
They're going to bang
Outside,
them around.
yeah.
Beat 'em up, yeah.
All right. So we're at the consolation championship of the consolation. Mountain Grove and Camdenton.
Lakers.
Got Lakers. I think I got Lakers too.
What?
I'm okay with that.
The Lakers?
And
It's because of LeBron.
and I would
Y'all just
never
picked
say-
it because of LeBron,
And I don't
man.
think I would never say that. Being so connected to the community of Lebanon, like, nah, we don't do purple and yellow, but they could have some success to the constellation side of this bracket, I feel
Yeah.
like.
I'm blindly speaking. They probably gonna have more size than Mountain Grove. I am completely blindly speaking. I have not seen Camdenton on the floor at all. They could all be 5'10". I don't know, but that's just what I'm basing it off of.
All right. Well, y'all outvote me anyway. I pick Grove. Grove, I pick you. All right.
There we go.
All right. All right. So let's go to the winning side or the championship side of things. Back up top, we have Bolivar and Nixa. We have Bolivar beating Camdenton in the first round. We have Nixa beating Lebanon in the first round, bringing Bolivar and Nixa together.
I think that's a no-brainer.
That's a no-brainer.
Nixa,
That's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
And this is kind of what I was. Oh man,
Uh-oh.
hey,
Cody.
hold on. All right,
man.
so
I hate this game at 11 a.m.
Oh,
we
man.
just pulled up the next game. All right, so we had Nixa winning the Nixa Bolivar game. Next up would be Greenwood and Stratford.
I hate
This is going to
game.
be a very interesting game. It's
Yeah.
unfortunate that it's played during brunch,
Yeah.
but we do think that this is going to be a game to see. Greenwood, Stratford, Voicey, Rip, Colin Clark, Logan Sanders. Lots of talent on these squads.
Go ahead, Doug. You
So
go
it's real
first.
personal with Colin and Boise. They play together AAU ball coming up with the Kings. We played a lot against them with the Tar Heels. And, two competitors, both leaders of their squads with more weapons. But I think I'm going to go with Cody on this one. I'm going to go with Stratford on this one.
Everything
I just feel like it's Cody's senior year. Well, both of their senior years.
Yeah, Colin too.
But it's Colin's senior year, and Colin has a lot to prove, he gonna be playing in front of his future college.
No, for real.
But I just feel like Cody got something to prove from last year, and I feel like this year, Blue and Gold, he's gonna be on something different.
The reason why it makes it tough for me to bet against Colin is because when you watch Greenwood play, they let Colin just rock out. I mean, he can almost do whatever he wants. If he want to pull one from the volleyball line, he can pull one from the volleyball line,
And he can.
and he can. You know what I'm saying? Like if he want to take the next 10 shots, he can. So when I think about that matchup between him and Voice, is Cody.
But Cody can too.
Cody can too, but Cody
Or you can pull that thing from everywhere.
in that system, Cody ain't got that. Still, he ain't got that type of freedom. He ain't got that type of freedom like my Colin does. And I've seen that. I forget who. Oh, it was at 48 Hours of Basketball. I forget who Colin and them was playing last year. But they were down by like 10 most of the game. Colin just went into like Mamba mode in the fourth quarter and willed them back in that game, and he won. That was, I want to say, the game he got either his 1,500 or 1,000. I think he had 1,500 already. I'm bantering because I think Stratford is the better overall team, and that's why I'm going to go with Stratford.
You know, the conversation we had on the other side of the tournament with Branham coming out,
Yeah.
I could see how Colin could have a similar motive
For sure.
for the fact of how they went down against Sparta last year.
Yeah.
You know, that's a terrible way to go out. You know, game-winning dunk by Lafferty. And then
And he turned that ball over,
he
too.
turned it over.
Yeah.
So, like, I could see how he may come out a man on a mission, something to prove. You know, signing with Missouri State, you know, future home, all of that. I like Stratford's squad. I like Voicey. I think he's a young Luka Doncic that just shoot it everywhere and score however he wants.
Yeah.
Awesome player. I like Rip. You know, he does a lot of things. He's big, long. However, I think Colin Clark's going to be out to prove something. And then don't sleep on Logan Sanders, man. That dude, he's a young killer, man.
Logan
He's
is
a
a killer,
competitor.
too.
So I'm going to go with Greenwood on this one.
That's why I want to say, because Rip is such a beast down there on that block. In a game like this, Colin gonna have to go down there. He got to go down there and guard him, and he got to rebound with him. That takes a little bit away from the offensive side of the deal.
So all the green light that Colin's able to do,
Yeah.
he got to refocus and worry about.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why I'm leaning a little bit more towards Stratford on this one, because I just
We're 1-1 right now, so it's
gonna
down
be
to you.
It comes down to me.
Yeah, I'm Stratford, he Greenwood. It's 1-1. It come down to you.
Man, oh man. I feel like the person I'm gonna pick, the other team gonna win, because the other player is gonna be so mad I picked against them.
Motivate somebody.
That's what I'm saying. But
Motivate them.
I'm rolling with Stratford on this, because I just truly feel like Stratford got this. The overall side of it. The overall side of it is they got the better team. So I'll shut up.
All right, next up, West Plains Republic.
No
It's
question.
another no-brainer.
Republic. Sorry, West
We
Plains.
can't talk about Republic to the championship.
Yeah, no-brainer.
Sorry, West Plains.
Yeah.
They doing you wrong, man. I think you're good. I think you're good squad. Willard, Hartville. We're going to talk about this one too?
Nah, ain't no brainer. Hartville.
Because we got
think
something to
so?
talk about the next round.
You think so?
I mean, he already put the H there, so
Yeah, you're going to get outnumbered anyway.
yeah,
but
I'm gonna get our number anyway.
it's all if you want
But he
to.
thinking about you, Willard.
Yeah.
He thinking about
Yeah,
it's probably,
you're on his
it's probably
mind.
my personal relationship with Willard. Like I really love their coach. I really love, my light skinned guy. What's his name? The brothers.
I don't know.
The guard. He got the long.
Hutchinson, bro.
Hustle.
Yeah.
I
They
really,
both tough.
I like his game.
They both tough.
Also, my other man, the guard. I like their game a lot, and my man Nehemiah showed me a lot. But we've seen Hartville neutralize a lot of people, and it wouldn't be a surprise to see them neutralize that Willow team. So
It would take the Hutchinson brothers, which JJ's the older one. It would take him to just if he was to spark the fire, his little brother follow up, it could be some damage. I just feel like Hartville with their again, it's blue and gold.
because y'all remember Willard last year shocked a lot of people at the blue and gold. They ended up in the championship. They were in the championship in the blue and gold last year against Knicks, I believe. So they shocked a lot of people. And this is pretty much that same squad coming back for them. So that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't be surprised. We'll move on because y'all already got it there. But I'm rolling with Willard in that one. That's just me.
Okay. All right, let's talk about the losers do match up right here, right?
The loser, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Got those right. All right. So we have Bolivar losing to Nixa, and you guys chose Greenwood losing to Stratford. So who's going to win between Bolivar and Stratford?
No.
Or, I mean, Bolivar and Greenwood.
No question,
No
man.
question.
Colin lose that one game, he gonna win all the rest of the way out. He
for
gonna
sure.
win out.
Greenwood.
Like this is his home, like
Yeah.
future bear, so.
All right. West Plains Republic, we had West Plains losing. Hartville Willard, we had Willard losing. So Willard and West Plains. Who's winning that?
I'm gonna go with Uzziah and JJ Hutchinson, the Willard Tigers.
And this matchup now changes for me because I don't know about West Plains, so I don't know if they get up and down team or they in the half court set. Because the only reason why we say Willard is so much a Hartville over Willard is because the game plan Hartville brings to the gameplay to the table. You know, I'm pretty sure we was talking about Hartville getting up and down with people. I think our conversation would change about Hartville, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know much about West Plains, but I'm gonna roll with Willard though.
Okay. So we have Greenwood, Willard in the coming out of that. Who's winning between Greenwood and Willard?
Greenwood.
I think Greenwood.
Okay.
That'd be the 5th place game, right?
Yeah.
Third place.
Third, yeah.
Oh no, 5th place. You're right.
Fifth
5th place.
All right, so 5th place Greenwood, Consolation Camdenton so far. Let's talk about the Final Four. Nixa Stratford, Republic Hartville. So Nixa Stratford.
Go ahead, Doug.
I feel like Cody can do his thing, but it comes down to, like you said, maybe this might be that one 6A versus 4A matchup that just might be hard for. I mean, Cody got to come out at 50. Cody got to come out at 50 to beat Nixa.
And he'll be face guarded, I'm sure.
Yeah,
he's going to have some of the best D that he's going to see all year long, and you're going to ask him to score 50?
You got to do like Nixa
tough.
last year. All them tough losses they had in the Flint, but they were just last year. Nixa got a lot of losses by a little point. Central, I mean, spoiled them so many times. Like Nixon's, they're gonna have a heck of a year, and I just feel like Nixa will beat Stratford.
The bigger class versus the smaller class, in my mind, goes away with Nixa this year because Big Jackson Kenwell isn't playing basketball. So I don't see them with having a true, because that's what it normally is. Like guard play, even in football when we look at it, skill guys it matches up, but when we look at the O-line, D-line, that's where the problem comes. Right? Nixa this year, without Jackson being on that block, that changes a lot. Right? So now I just see Nixa as really a bunch of good guards. And Rip can be he can change the game down there as far as on the offensive defensive glass.
That's true.
Don't get mad at me, Nixa. I'm not going away from Nixa in this game, but I wouldn't be surprised if I'm sitting in this game and saying Stratford is making this a little bit more interesting than we thought. And to this point in the season, I know Nixa is out there in Florida this week, so we don't really know the caliber of teams they playing out there this week. This may be Nixa's first tough game of the season, along with those guys still trying to get back in basketball shape. So I got Nixa though.
Yeah, I got Nixa too.
You got Nixa too.
Yeah.
And then touching based on the big, you can't forget about McKnight. He's not no 6'8".
My bad.
He's not no 6'8", but
appreciate you.
He's not no 6'8", but McKnight.
My bad. I forgot about that boy. I forgot about it. Yep, you right.
Like that.
No, you right.
So he was due from Stratford.
No, you're totally right.
You know,
real deal. I forgot about that boy, Adam. My bad, Adam. Knicks all the way. Knicks all the way.
All right. Here's your next one. Republic Hartville. Yeah, nobody want to talk about it.
Boom, my guy. I've been knowing Boom for a long time. Boom is
the
dude. Like I've been knowing him since
Cogdill's nice.
4th, 5th grade. Cogdill's strong. Dennis Rodman type.
But we also have the Reed Coach Brown effect.
Listen,
the coaching strategies.
That's Brown is doing his thing out there.
He is, and he has been for a while. But so was Reed.
No. Listen, Reed's good too, but Republic. I watched the Republic tournament.
Reed.
I don't.
Man,
I'm rocking with.
They're
Republic.
coming off a state title too.
You got
multiple state titles.
Exactly. That's
you got
one right after the other.
Them possessions cut down almost in half against Hartville.
No, they do. But back to the coaching style.
Yeah.
See, Republic can play that type of game.
For sure.
See, if it was somebody like a transition team that give it down, cool. Brown can play that game. Like it's gonna be a good one.
What does Republic have inside?
They got his first name is CJ. Big old kid. I'm pretty sure he's a football guy too. He's nice, stocky kid. But even when I think about Hartville, dog, they made Trevin Bazile was possibly going to be an NBA draft pick this year look like nobody down there.
The same thing to Aminu.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
That-
and
but
they
it was
had
just
Big
that,
Vic.
That year, they did Kickapoo and Greenwood. They exposed them.
That's what I'm saying.
So we know Harville.
This is why I
Same
feel
coach,
like how,
same coach.
This is how I feel,
Same coach.
when I talk
Same
about
coach,
Harville.
same coach, same program, and they're coming for blood, Harville. But Republican ain't had this much success in 2 or 3 years.
I feel you.
They won their own tournament. They beat Central. They beat. I just
So
feel like
Shot clock was on.
Is it easier to navigate
clock-
success once you've been there and you've learned to cultivate it,
But-
or navigate it
but-
once you step through the door and try to hang on to it?
Well, and
shot clock was on though.
let's be real.
That made a difference in the Republic tournament.
Yeah.
So Harville had no shot clock. So
But there ain't no shot clock in
There ain't
this.
no shot clock.
I know I
in
said
Blue
like
Gold.
it is. So
This is my only. This is one just like the Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson fight. When you asked me, I said, "Hey, I got to see the first couple rounds." After I seen the first couple rounds, I knew what type of fight it was going to be. I knew Jake was going to win. If Republic does not get out into a at least 10-point lead in this first half, it's going to be scary. If this is a 2.1-point game going into halftime, I see Hartville winning this game.
Mm-hmm.
I really do, because the possessions are cut down in half, right? Like, I'm not gonna lie. Early on in that championship game against Central, Brentley's shot wasn't really falling, but because Central was getting out in transition, now I can be a volume shooter. I can get more shots up. In this game against Hartville, dog,
I ain't gonna, yeah.
it's a possession every minute and 30.
Yep.
You know what I'm
So
saying?
that's what you got to weigh. Are you valuing volume over possessions? You know what I mean? Because like we got two contrasting styles right here,
Man.
and I think that Hartville has the ability to control and dictate the outcome of this because they can control the tempo.
All right.
The ability, they're gonna control any game they ever play.
No, I'm
That's
saying-
Hartville. That's what they do.
That's why they're going to win the whole thing.
But yeah,
You said- I was gonna go ahead and say it.
I'm gonna go with Red
Oh,
Mo.
God.
I'm gonna go with Red Mo.
Now I'm going to go ahead and say it. They're
But I
going to
wanna
win
be
the whole
the-
thing.
I want to be the only one.
You want to be the only one? Because we got to put it on paper. I'm all Hartville. Yes. I don't want to
You
do it,
knew
but
it?
I'm going Hartville, bro.
I know, but
Hey, if you're
I
going
don't
to put
wanna
money
do it.
on one of these two teams, you're going to put some money down. Which one you going to put on, Shot?
I'll put my money down at the front door, pay for it to watch a good game. Right there. I'm just saying it.
This ain't what you
I
bet
don't know.
on.
Yeah. I'm just.
I feel you on
Be
that,
good
though,
one. I'm going
man.
to Red Mo to be different, but y'all got Hartville, so let's just see what
I
happens.
really want. I want to go Republic, but I didn't watch Hartville. Made me look stupid like 5 times, and I know this ain't that same squad. I know this ain't that squad from years ago.
Same
program,
coach.
But
same
it's the
culture,
same coach, same program,
system.
same culture.
Same.
You couldn't have told me they would have beat that Kickapoo team that year at the TLC. You couldn't have told me that. With Isaac Haney, Anton Brookshire, Trevor Brazil. You know, like, you couldn't have told me that. And they went out there and beat that team by 5 and was basically demanding the game in the second half.
Yep.
You couldn't have told me. You couldn't have told me that they was
And
gonna do great.
it could easily be like that again this year. With
That's what I'm
Republic
saying.
versus-
And we talk about a team of Republic of early success, and I really see it. No disrespect to that team, but outside of Brinley, who else can make that happen for them? Last night he had 37. That's great. The closest person to him was like 7.
Okay, maybe y'all right.
And we talking about an up and down game with Hill.
Maybe y'all
You know what I'm
right.
saying?
Maybe y'all right.
Come on, then.
Hartville might.
But I'm saying this, and I ain't even seen Hartville play this year, but it's just off the respect of that program, man. And they already undefeated this year, so you know it's a decent squad.
They won a clever tournament.
So maybe I'm being biased. Like, if you had to tell me to choose over Hartville and Knicks, I'm gonna say Hartville because I know what they can do to another program.
Hold on. We're going to get there, though.
I'm
We're going to get there.
I'm saying to another program, but I'm sitting there saying Republic gonna be Hartville just because I happen to see Republic play.
You know, and it's hard for us to fathom
Yeah.
that a Class 6 school could be minimized by what, Class 2?
Yep.
A Class 2. It's hard for us to fathom that a Class 6 school can be minimized by a Class 2 school. But they done did it over and over again. They beat somebody last year. Like, I have to go pull it up, but they did this last year in the blue and gold.
No, that's what they do.
But
Every
it
year.
speaks to the fundamentals of the game.
For sure.
There's nobody in Southwest Missouri or in the state, I mean, that has the fundamentals down the way that Hartville does. It's not complex.
And it's been like this.
It's not complex.
And it's been like this for 15, 20 years.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's incredible.
15, 20 years. And the thing about Hartville, they play for one another at all times.
100%.
Yep.
Like, no matter what goes on, you know what I mean? Like, they play for each other, and they're just poised.
Yeah.
So before we talk about Nixa Hartville, let's talk about the third place game that we have between Stratford and Republic. Who do you guys have winning the Stratford Republic game?
Now, this is the one where I think now Republic leans on Stratford too much.
Cody. I got to go. I'm going to go with Stratford in this one because, again, if you said that he had 37 last night, nobody else had a score, they got more connection and combos at Stratford to where we all going to get loose.
I want to, because I put it on my story last night, so I don't want to, when I say the closest person had 7, I don't want to lie. But yeah, this was pretty much fourth quarter, about a minute and 30 left to go. He had 34. The closest person had 5. You know what I'm saying? And that's what. And yes, I've loved the early success from. This Republic team. But that's what I think about. What happens when Brindley's shot does not fall that night? And I hope it falls for him every night.
Man, that would be incredible, to see him really catch fire,
you know what I'm saying?
And volume score.
Averaging 26 in his first 5 games is crazy.
And maybe this will motivate you, kid, man. Come out proving all the doubters wrong because we want to see,
for sure.
We want to see that big volume scoring, right?
Yeah.
Championship game, Nixa Hartville. Go ahead, y'all.
With Jackson Cantwell not being in there no more, I can see it being Hartville.
I could be the bad guy. I'm rocking with Nixa. And again, I only say because Nick's kind of like Fair Grove, man. Like, yeah, they just got done with football season.
Yeah.
But everybody knows Nick's are known for winning.
But you got that extra day of rest.
And you got an extra day of rest. You got McKnight, who could be a force down low, but Cogdale that's little Dennis Rodman, man. He's a beast. Like, he's different, but
I just never seen nobody speed him up. Because I know Nixa and Republic may not come pick him up full court because I don't think they bench as deep. But a Nixa that can literally, Blanchard is blessed enough to rotate really like 9, 10 guys over there. They can pick up, they call it diamond. They can pick up in that diamond all game.
But they can't.
I just never seen it speed Hartville up.
If they pick up that diamond, try to speed them up, it goes back to what Josh said. They're so fundamentally sound. If you try to press them, it's going to be 1, 2, 3 passes later. That's what
Hold
happened
on. If they want to.
Yeah.
Because I've seen them multiple times bust a press and pretty much laugh at them and say, all right, now get set up into your defense and we're going to cut that one too.
Exactly. That's what Hartville, from what I've seen them play, they going to come out like that first 3 minutes, they getting up with you. And then you look up, they be up by like 10, and then they going to slow that thing down.
And it's over.
It's a slow cooker, baby.
If the score is 8-6 or real low in the first quarter,
that's right where they want it.
That's right where they want it.
That's right where they want it. You talking about, man, you can go a quarter and get 3 real possessions, and you better not turn it over. Because how many teams in them, let's say normal high school teams with 10 possessions in a quarter, you probably go turn the ball over roughly 2 times in them possessions. Whether you get a charge, a loose ball, whatever, a travel, moving screen, something like that. You know what I'm saying? You cut the possessions down to 5. Oh my God, man! And they efficient on their side.
And that's the about they value every possession like that. So it's just hard to beat them.
That's 2 things when I watch Hartville play. That's one thing. Them 2 things I wish we could bring to high school because of the way they play: a restriction zone and a shot clock. Because them boys gonna take charges, man.
They are.
They gonna be right under the goal.
They gonna say doing that without it. They still taking charges without it.
They gonna sell their body out, dog. Yeah. Man, so yeah, as hard as it may be, man. Yeah, I got Hartville.
All right, so on the gold side, we have Camdenton winning the consolation. We have Greenwood winning the 5th place. We have Stratford winning the 3rd place and Hartville winning the championship. Let me ask you all this, and I've watched this tournament for years, like been a part of it, just like you have, Shock, and you too, Toe. Like, have you ever wondered how come the gold division champ doesn't play the blue division champ, right?
Nice.
Maybe you not take that day off next year, make that Monday night.
Yeah, man, prime time. So let's take it a step further. let's assume that the champion that we have from the blue division, which would be Kickapoo, and the champion that we predict from the gold division would be Hartville. Who would you say that would win the overall tournament? Kickapoo or Hartville?
I was about to go with Mitch right away, but he had already lost to my man. I would have won this head-to-head against Hartville, though. I know he lost that one at the TLC in 2021.
Mm-hmm.
So
was that team better than the team that he has now?
Oh, yeah.
Talent-wise?
For sure.
Yeah.
But also Hartville was better than what they were talent-wise this year, too.
Potentially, yeah.
And it's the same system in both. It's the same.
I just could not believe. I was dumbfounded when they lost that game. I just could not believe that.
Maybe we should do it like this. Why don't you type in the chat who you think would win between Kickapoo, Hartville? We have Kickapoo on the blue side. We have Hartville on the gold side. Who do you think would win? They go to head-to-head between Kickapoo and Hartville.
Yeah.
And I'd be interested to know the polls.
Me too.
Who would pick who?
Because we won't see that in the regular season.
Mm-mm.
Like most of the time, if it's big school that both win the brackets, you'll at least eventually see that at some point, either in district play or regular season. You ain't gonna see that game at all.
Yeah. And potentially both teams could be state champs.
Could be state champs.
For sure.
Regardless how you chop it up, we've got really good basketball coming up with the blue and gold tournament. We hope that you appreciated our breakdowns. Once again, we know that we're not going to be perfect on this, but we just do it for entertainment. You know, we're fans of Southwest Missouri basketball, and just glad to be a part of it, and just really have a lot of skin in the game. We wish all the best to all the teams that are coming to compete. Man, just loaded with talent. We look forward to the individual performances as well as the team performances. We know that we got the best of the best that's getting ready to throw down starting the day after Christmas. You guys have anything you want to add?
Yeah, come out and prove me wrong. Please come out and prove me wrong. Use this as bulletin board material. Like Josh just said, man, we fans of the game. Want to bring more exposure to our area. Have a good Christmas and come hoop. Please show up. Please show up.
Out there after Christmas, Southwest Missouri, just show up, play some good basketball. Anybody that we picked the wrong school, please show up.
Please.
Represent your program. Play for each other. Make some good basketball. It's going to make a name for yourself.
There really isn't nobody like that I could think of that. Like, I love seeing like the big school, small school matchups. Love it, man.
Yeah.
So I'm really glad that we're able to break this down. And anyway, we pray that y'all have a Merry Christmas, and we look forward to seeing you at the Blue and Gold. When you see us, come up and say hi.
Come say hi.
Come say hi.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yep. See y'all.